Welcome to the what's good, internet? My name's Jake. Okay, man, let me restart. Cute. What's good, internet? No. What's good, internet? Cough. Jake here. What's good, internet? Jake here with the Bat Kibble podcast, joined as always by T-Fanpage 101.
Hi.
And PerspectiveEnd.
That's the energy you should come at this with every video.
No energy whatsoever? That's the energy?
Yes.
That's the energy you motherfuckers bring.
You gotta come at us with no something. Sauce.
Oh my god. Yeah, that's my default state is no sauce. What another wonderful week for Transformers news and a fun Transformers game that I'm only going to reveal to the other two when it's time to play.
Oh!
But first I wanted to do an icebreaker. Trump's tariffs.
That sounds like so much fun to talk about.
Who starts a conversation like that? I just sat down.
I would not be talking about it if it was not relevant to the hobby. So, Trump is doing tariffs on a bunch of countries.
Trump is doing tariffs.
He has paused them for at least 90 days.
Yeah, he's paused them. We'll see what happens after those 90 days. China, I believe, is still at like 125% tariffs, which is insane considering the amount of shit we get from China. But okay. So, the issues with Transformers. Some Transformers are made in China. Specifically, the stuff from Takara Tomy seems to be made in China. And then in Vietnam, which is at 10% tariffs right now, they make a majority of the stuff that comes to America. I believe that's correct.
Man, I really like being in Canada right now.
Yeah, what's going on with Canada, man? Like, are you guys gonna have to pay? I don't understand.
Yeah, no, Canada's getting tariffed too. They're tariffing literally every country on Earth,
including an island only inhabited by penguins.
Yeah,
Two of
that
them.
Was weird.
Two of them.
2 penguins. That's it.
But
no,
the penguins.
They
had it good for too long because if penguins go to the U.S., they either get caged up or they get deported. So
two uninhabited islands.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, 2 uninhabited islands. That is crazy. Not a political podcast. No interest in talking about politics on this podcast, but the reality of the situation is this guy is going to make us pay more for our toys. So, if the tariffs go up dramatically
on the Hasbro products, you're going to have to pay more for the one-steps. The one-steps are going up $300.
$300 one-step changer. At that point, it's like, why even bother trying to sell something? Yeah. Like, I think this, even at 10% tariffs, that's not good, man. For Vietnam, I think the toy prices will go up for sure.
What's the funniest thing is that in all this is I saw the photo of someone trying to do the calculations of what the tariffs would be as just kind of a rough idea of the worst of it, and it was so close to Canadian pricing that we pay that I was like, okay.
Your minimum wage is better than ours.
I'm not fazed by it at all.
Yeah, your minimum wage is crazy better compared to ours. Do you know what the federal minimum wage is, Brian, in America?
$2. What is it?
$7.25.
Fuck,
that is the minimum wage federally. Some states have made higher minimum wage, but federally, if they're just going by federal law, that's all they have to pay.
And here's the thing, not every state pays minimum wage. As in, some states pay way less. There are things called right to work states where you can make like $2.10.
Yeah, but that's usually given to what do you call them?
Wait staff.
People? Yeah. Waiters and
tip
stuff.
People?
Tip people, yeah.
If you're a tip
just a
person,
tip.
We'd like to hear more about how the work environment is. Please comment below.
I'm gonna be for real. If the prices get too high, I'm just not gonna collect anymore. I don't.
Here's the thing. I was like, just the other week, I was like, hey, because of Scrapper, I can totally see this situation where deluxes are going to be like $35, Voyagers are going to be like $50. in like no time flat, and then like people were like, "Oh, be quiet, you alarmist." But I did not foresee it happening like this. This isn't what I was specifically talking about. So now instead of that, what we're going to see deluxes at $50, because what's going to happen is the tariffs are going to make the deluxes $35, and then outside of that, they're going to be like, "No, well, we need to charge a price class higher for deluxe because we're assholes."
Yeah, I would not put it past Hasbro to upcharge more than they should anyway.
Go to a Canadian Toys R Us and then comment.
Our currencies are different, Brian. You cannot compare them
I know the currencies
directly.
are different, but when you see the price, you're like,
the price is different.
I know the price is different. I'm not a dumbass.
$12 to you is different than $12 to me.
I know, it's like $200.
I don't understand the point in comparing them.
It's just when you look at the numbers, it's like, oh. Also, Toys R Us is expensive anyways. They upcharge everything.
Yeah, they were that way in the States too.
Not mine. Mine was pretty good about it.
Really?
Oh yeah. I miss mine so bad. Mine was so good.
Back in the day,
I went to that Toys R Us
bro.
I went to that Toys R Us like every 2 weeks as a kid. And then, like, I stopped going for, like, years. And then as an adult, I came back, and it was like, oh, man, I remember this. I love this. And it was about, like, 6-7 months of being able to go there. And then it went out of business because of fucking goddamn leveraged buyouts, which should be illegal, but they make some rich motherfuckers money, so of course they're not.
Yeah, I know what that is.
A leveraged buyout. No, okay. Let me explain to you what a leveraged buyout. A leveraged buyout is where you buy a company, right? But you don't have the money to buy a company. So you know where you get the collateral to buy the company?
Bankruptcy.
Government.
The company you're buying.
What?
Yeah, you go, well, I'm about to own that company. So that company is collateral against that company.
Interesting.
So you fucking you buy a company by putting the company into horrible debt. It's basically just a cheat to steal companies.
It's like some bizarre legal loophole.
Yeah, pretty much. It's a legal loophole. It's basically a cheat code to steal corporations and then just saddle them with shitloads of debt and then plunder them and like take all the profits, because it's a weird kind of debt where like you don't have to pay back. Like the company is the thing that is in debt. You are not in debt. You, the person who bought the company, are not in debt. It's the company that's in debt. So if you are like, okay, I bought the company, now I'm the CEO. Here's my massive CEO salary. I run the company into the ground. The debt dies with the company. And I get my salary, and I don't have any of the debt at the end of the day. It's so fucking bullshit. It's insane, and that's what happened to Toys R Us in the States.
Yeah, and I'm guessing they probably did that because they didn't really see a future for making actual profit.
Can they do that?
Well, no, because you can't. Once you do that, the company is saddled with so much debt that it's basically impossible. No company that has ever been bought in a leveraged buyout has survived.
Yeah. I was watching some video where this guy was talking about the Toys R Us in New York and how much money it cost like a month to rent. It was like $5 million a month or something ridiculous.
Yeah, it's really, really stupid how much rent can be in some locations. There was nearby me. There was this restaurant that was jumping. I mean, legitimately. Back in 2012, when I was working at Domino's, which was like right across the street from it, I would come out of the building of Domino's at 12 o'clock at night after we've cleaned up the store and closed down, and there would be a line out to the street from this fucking restaurant. And that fucking restaurant, and that's the way it was from dusk till dawn. You know, you show up in the morning, they'd have a line out into the street, and you'd go to bed at night, and they'd still have that line out there. And that restaurant fucking closed down because they couldn't afford to pay their rent. Because their rent was like $10,000 a month or something like that.
Dude, running a restaurant is tough though. Like the profit margins are like razor thin. Yeah, all the food and stuff.
Yeah, and when your rent is $10,000 a month, and here's the thing: they chased them out. I want to point. They chased them out of that fucking place with that insane fucking rent, and then refused to lower the rent, and that place stayed fucking empty until 2024. 12 fucking years. They lost X amount of money per month for 12 fucking years because they're like, no, our spot is worth this much money.
Yeah. man, the mall near my house is like a freaking graveyard of buildings now. Yeah. I'm assuming the same reason, just ridiculous rent prices.
Have you seen those really cool, really interesting malls that are like popping up, or not popping up, but that exist, where what they're doing is, because like there's no like there's not enough shops to like fill it. They're actually moving all the shops into like one half, and then they are turning the other half into like a residential district for the workers of the mall.
Oh, really?
That actually reminds me of the mall that they were trying to make for like a decade, because they managed to dig up the ground, and then at that point they ran out of money.
Yeah, in the middle of my city there was a gigantic hole for like 10 years. Because they ran out of money building the skyscraper or whatever.
I like that. You lose money by removing stuff.
But yeah, that was our fun financial part of the podcast.
Yeah. Next week we're going to talk about crypto. Anyways, what's going on?
Yeah, hopefully this tariff stuff doesn't go crazy. Who knows? Crazy time we live in. Stay safe out there. But let's move on into some news. Sorry, I almost skipped the best part of the show. The part everyone loves and kind of can't go without when we do this show. Transformer of the Week.
Are you just joking right now, or is that like seriously a thing that's people are messaging you about?
Yeah, the community loves you, loves me, loves the bit, loves the section. That was not a joke.
Your brain
actually
not
took my brain.
Good?
My brain did not function good. No.
Dumb Jake moment.
Yeah,
I'm
certified.
Seeing some steam come out of your head, by the way.
Yeah, I just overclocked my shit. But my Transformer of the Week is Transformers Armada.
Lame.
The Street Action Minicon team, who of course combine into the wonderful Perceptor, who is a strange little guy, a strange little combiner of 3 minicons. Great separate minicons, one of my all-time favorite toys as a kid.
I like the
truly one of the weirdest names. Like, they just saddled him with Perceptor, because in what way is a skateboard, a bicycle, and I forget what the third thing was, but in what way was it just a moped? It's a bicycle and moped?
Yeah, a BMX bike, a skateboard, and a moped.
Yeah,
I call it Vespa,
basically two bikes. But like, okay, in what way is that Perceptor? Not even
names on characters.
not even like connected to the G1 one. I'm not saying like, oh, in what way is that G1 Perceptor? No, I'm saying in what way is it like, oh, hey, this moped, bike, and like skateboard have really good perception.
Perspector would be a better name for the Laserbeak.
Yeah,
I would just assume that they gave it that name to keep the... Yeah, you did say
I meant Perceptor. I don't know why I said the Prospector.
I would say maybe they did it to just keep the name. I don't know.
Well,
I don't know why. Perceptor is kind of a strange name.
Yes, they did it obviously just to keep the name. I'm just saying it's like so fucking random for that specific character. There are other characters they could have given the name Perceptor and it would have made more sense.
Perceptor.
Brian, what is your Transformer of the Week?
So I guess the video will be out by now, but I'm gonna give it to the Blockies Transformers 1 Soundwave.
Ah, yes. You posted some sus pictures of him in the Discord.
He lights up in his eyes. He looks gorgeous in the metallic blue, very accurate, long leg, squat body, red on the arms. His chest can open up, revealing more details. He's got red armpits, but he just has the right shape. I mean, the head looks great, the body...
You've gone into your Canada reviewer voice right now. This is how you sound when you review Canada and stuff.
I have a voice for that?
Yeah.
I kind of have a voice when I'm recording too. It's just me bellowing at the microphone as loud as possible.
Someone say articulation, ball joint head, other things, the limbs. Woo! You put me on the spot now.
What?
You put me on the spot. You were asking, "Hey, do the funny voice," and I'm like,
You did not say do the funny voice. I said you are doing the funny voice.
Face.
And it's not even a funny voice. It's just you speaking in a more measured tone.
Waist rotates. Woo!
Okay. Yeah, those figures, the Shockwave and the Soundwave, look really good.
They look so accurate to the movie.
Accurate, you say?
Yes.
Accurate.
The fuck are you on about? Shut the fuck up, you fucking triangle bitch. Anyways, Soundwave was cool.
Oh, Jesus. What was that for? Perspective End, what's your Transformer of the week?
I got a little hard.
My Transformer of the week is going to be Age of the Prime's Solus Prime, a fucking crushing failure of a figure.
Wrong. Good figure. Your copy is bad.
There's been a couple people I've been seeing that say that figure sucks.
Yeah, based on the post that I'm seeing by everyone else, the figure is trash. It is legitimately. I transformed it the first time I transformed it. The shoulder armor, part of the shoulder armor popped off. That little flap that goes over the joint, that popped off. Then the shoulder armor popped off. Then the entire shoulder popped off. Then the foot popped off 4 fucking times. It falls to pieces. It is held together with just hope. There's nothing.
My copy is fine.
And here's the thing: is
I agree, it's got more issues than other figures, but I don't think it's
everyone else disagrees.
Figure by nature.
Everyone else disagrees.
Everyone else is not a real thing. There are some people that agree with you, and some people.
The vast majority of people are agreeing with me.
Anecdotal evidence.
You can look at my fucking Twitter responses to fucking see how many people are oh hey.
Share with the hashtag Backkibble Podcast what you think of Solus Prime, and then next week
she falls to pieces for no fucking reason. For no fucking. And the interesting thing is, as they're in robot mode.
He's dying.
I just breathed in a fly.
It's making you sick.
He's dying from rage.
Yeah.
Oh, fucking shit.
Oh my god.
I breathed in a fly.
A fly? A real fly?
Yes.
I knew this lady. She swallowed a fly. I guess she'll die.
Anyways, so in robot mode, her
talking to Seth Rogen.
In robot mode,
take a beat. You can just take a beat, man.
In robot mode, her joints are plenty tight. She feels fine. They don't she doesn't fall over. She's not a floppy mess Vector Prime. But just transforming her, she just explodes.
Oh, my kind of woman.
Yeah, I just don't have those problems. I mean, I guess I got extra lucky.
Problems, am I right? Let's talk about tariffs again.
Bring back the tariff discussion. All right, that was Transformer of the Week. I'm sure we'll get a comment about it. Okay, let's talk about some leaks. TFI guy posted about some leaks. He's posting, some other guy's posting about leaks, but whatever. First things first, let's talk about the new Studio Series stuff. I'm just gonna go. Let's just go through it down the list. First thing we have is A-level Deluxe Devastation Bumblebee.
Oh, great! What we need another G1S Bumblebee. We don't have so many of those.
I'm kind of assuming it's just gonna be a repaint of the other Bumblebee, the 86.
I'm hoping it's smaller. But,
if I had to guess, I would actually say it's going to be a repaint of the Cliff Jumper. They're going to retool out that Bumblebee because that the Bumblebee from Devastation was sportier than the original Bumblebee.
Next we have A-level Deluxe TF1 Orion Pax, which is interesting. Okay. Assuming he's gonna be a retool of Optimus, I kind of surprised they're doing an Orion Pax.
The original one was Orion Pax.
The chest comes off in pieces. There's a separate hinge for the top of it, so I imagine they're gonna remold the bottom.
Now here's what they do: they just flat re-release the original one, but they don't give it the Matrix.
Yeah.
Well, remove the battle mask and change the chest plate, and that probably is just what the figure is going to be. Next up, we have Studio Series Deluxe TF5, which is TLK Barricade. which is one of the cooler designs from that movie.
Indeed.
Him and Megatron are the two I liked.
I hope they add a whole bunch
Barricade.
of gear to him, but I don't feel like they're going to do that, because if you look at Q, they just give him a stick and a gun.
What do you think?
Barricade's the
what
only...
should they give him, Brian?
Barricade had an arm guard weapon Gatling gun thing. He had a pistol on the side. He had handcuffs. He had taser. He had
a bunch of shit.
Blah, blah. I wanted someone who does 3D printing. Give him the sunglasses from the concept.
Yeah, the sunglass look was so cool. And I loved his what do you call those, fist braces?
Yeah,
the brass knuckles
thing.
Brass knuckles.
Brass knuckles.
Holy shit! You sound like you're 80 years old. Get a cup of water, man. Like what? How long are you gonna let this go?
Get a nice, delicious cup of orange soda. But I'm excited for this because the original one is not really that good and very brittle. So I'm curious to see what they'll do for a remake. And I'm kind of hoping we get the other Last Night Decepticons because, I mean, I know they suck, but at least we get them.
What do we need? We need Nitro Zeus.
Zytro News.
Megatron.
Jesus.
Infernicus, I guess.
Onslaught. Dreadbot.
Onslaught. What is Onslaught?
Onslaught
Dreadbot is just the
long haul
dread repaint, right?
Onslaught is just a Constructicon. He's just a normal looking
It's
Constructicon.
Onslaught's head. Onslaught's long hauls.
It's long haul.
Yeah, and he's a tow truck, which I like the tow truck, but I don't like the robot.
Yeah, the robot mode doesn't make any sense. But yeah, TF5 Barricade, I'm happy with that. I'd be happy with Megatron, and then I kind of don't need anything else from that movie. 86 Windcharger Deluxe.
I need to get it.
I'm assuming that that's going to be a Gears retool.
No, that would be Swerve.
No, I'm assuming that the Windcharger is also going to be a Gears retool. Swerve is definitely going to be a Gears retool, but Windcharger transforms it basically exactly the same.
After that, we have...
Hold on, I wanted to say with Windcharger, I imagine they're going to do a new tailgate, and with that, I have the Reveal the Shields one, I have the Combiner Wars one, and I have the Power of the Primes one. I don't know why I have a collection of Windchargers, but I need to continue that, so...
I have the Power of the Primes one, and then the X-Transpose one?
Oh, you got a fake one? No.
The X-Transpose one is fine.
Sunstreaker! Where did Jake go?
He died. Now there's one. I killed him. There can be only...
We're going to make delicious spaghetti together.
I wanted to say I have the power, but no, it's not I have the power.
Jake, we're going to recreate a scene from Ghost, if you want it.
Hello?
Hi.
Welcome back.
Sorry, my dog. Every time I record... Every time I try to fucking record this podcast, my dog freaks out, runs around, and takes a shit next to me. So, if I keep... Each time I disappear in the show, it's either me eating tacos or it's my dog taking a shit on the carpet.
You only do things in life, do you?
It's you eating tacos or you eating shit to get it off your carpet.
Yummy shit.
Deluxe 86 Sunstreaker.
I knew this was going to happen because there was apparently a rumor a while back that they were going to bother doing it. I don't have the Sunstreaker. I never got the 5-pack, so...
Yeah, I don't have a Sunstreaker either. Oh, so there already is a Sunstreaker, just getting a single pack release.
Yeah, hopefully it has a blaster that's actually appropriate and not just one of the... What was it? Was it Wheeljack's? No, it wasn't Wheeljack's weapons. The 5-pack came with it was Elita 1's weapon.
Your Elita 1's weapon.
No!
Deluxe 86 Kranix.
I guess.
They like to cram transformations into those. The question is, will they?
Like, what would he turn into?
Dead guy.
Maybe he turns into one of the Rock Lords.
Maybe. He'll probably just turn into some random bullshit.
I wouldn't mind if
Like
it
a
has
car or
the cup gimmick of, hey, you could remove this apart and have it eaten by Sharkticons. Fucking fantastic. Kranix, what we all asked for.
I mean, they're really scraping the bottom of the barrel for these.
Really
no. Kranix is a very important part of the lore. He should have a figure at some point.
He's that important, though.
He's legitimately like the guy who says Unicron's name first in the entire franchise.
They should do.
That's not that crazy.
They should redo all
That's
the
pretty. That's a pretty big deal.
Give me another the judge guy, because why not? Man. Yeah, Judge Judy. Oh, what's Finn doing now?
He's getting into shit, man. Deluxe 86 Cliff Jumper. Yes, I love Cliff Jumper. I can't wait for a new Cliff Jumper.
I can't wait to finally own a good goddamn Cliff Jumper.
You said that this is probably going to be a repaint of Dev Bumblebee. I think it's going to be the 86 Bumblebee, because if they remold I feel like the reason
I said
that
that Devastation Bumblebee is probably going to be a remold of the Cliff Jumper, who's going to be a remold of the 86 Bumblebee.
The reason why I think it's going to be the 86 Bumblebee, I mean, it's kind of obvious, but if you look at the alt mode for the Bumblebee, it's very square in proportion except for the front. So I feel like that's going to be
they just basically retool the feet, and they're going to turn it into Cliff Jumper, which 100% I think that's what's going to happen. I think that's going to be orders. It's going to go from Bumblebee to Cliff Jumper, and then from Cliff Jumper back to Bumblebee, so that way Bumblebee can have that slightly sportier alt mode that Cliff Jumper has.
It's kind of weird that they keep doing this for the mini-bots in Studio Series, because we have the Volkswagen Bumblebee in 2 different listings, because they remade that this year.
Oh, like the Bumblebee movie Bumble.
Yeah.
Regardless, I'm really excited for Cliff Jumper. Just glad we're finally getting him, and that Bumblebee toy is like so good, so I'm super excited to have a Cliff Jumper made out of it. Deluxe TF1 Thundercracker. We haven't seen Starscream yet, but we already know we're getting Thundercracker.
I'm on board with it because it's Thundercracker, and I like Seekers. I
like crackers.
I mean, yeah. They had it good for too long. Oh, you meant actual crack. Okay, sorry, never mind. Jake's not here to tell us off. We could say
he's too busy eating dog shit.
We could go eat candy and get the cookie jar. Yay! Jake, don't say anything if you're stupid and hairless.
What do you mean? That man is not hairless. That man has too much hair.
Jake, give us your hair.
Jake, give you my hair?
No, don't give us your hair. We don't want it. Throw it in the trash, though.
I want
What's
it.
your problem?
I want to make a pillow out of it.
You gotta have an opinion on my hair?
Yes.
It's gonna fly off from that propeller hat.
Deluxe TF1 Arachnid. I bet a guy that Arachnid would be a Voyager. And I lost.
Jackass. They're making here's the problem. Here's the problem with that. Optimus and Megatron were also deluxes. Why did you make that bet?
Because Sentinel was a Voyager, and I felt like Arachnid was closer to Sentinel in size. And I assume I was thinking, like, the way she transforms in the movie, it must be complex enough to warrant a Voyager class figure.
I kind of wanted it to be a Voyager just for the budget's sake.
I mean, you want it to be a Voyager for the budget's sake. You don't expect it, though.
No. I thought Sentinel bad guy getting the Voyager, so maybe Arachnid bad guy get Voyager. That was my logic.
Solid logic.
By it.
You dumb.
Voyagers.
Yeah.
86 Sky Warp.
Okay, I'm fine with
that.
And
Thundercracker.
I'm fine with that because I never found the Earthrise 2-pack. So
I am not fine with that. They can go fuck themselves. I don't. God, just come out with a new mold. That was never an acceptable mold for them. It was never good.
It seems like we're going to have to wait for something else in the future for
I just want a fucking Thundercracker and Skywarp that's Earth mode worth a fucking damn.
Maybe one day, man. Voyager 86 Shockwave, which, who knows what he's gonna be?
Maybe
if he's
a more
be a new toy or a remold.
Gecko, I guess, on the original, and just not come with the accessories. But I kind of want, if we're going to do
for
this,
a new toy.
I want them to remold it where it's going to have a cleaner design, because there's a lot of etching in that, because it's the Siege toy, so they try to etch in a lot of the little details.
Edging.
I want them to reshell it where it's clean.
I foresee them probably just doing the Siege again in probably those like lighter comic colors that they went with,
but not as vibrant.
86 Shockwave, and Voyager TF1 Alpha Trion, which I'm happy to see. I'm glad to see he's a Voyager at least.
Lawrence Fishburne, animal, yay!
Yeah. And for leader class, we have leader 86 Soundwave, which, who knows? I'm guessing he's gonna be a new toy.
They said new toy, but it's like...
they said new toy? Okay.
I want it, please let it be a fucking new toy.
Yeah, I think it has to be, man. I'm assuming new toy with some Cassetticons.
Like they better. The fucking once again, the Earthrise one, like people only liked that thing because it seemed like
it's for lack of options.
Yeah, it's for lack of options. It's not a good figure. It's so fucking. It's clunky and rough, and it's dumb. It's weak.
And then paired with that, we have a Leader 86 Astro Train. Which is interesting.
I don't know what
also
to make
wondering
of it,
if
really.
he will be new. Yeah. I would hope he's new, man. Astro Train should just be bigger than a Leader, though,
Astro
man.
Train should clean up the shuttle mode. With,
no, he shouldn't.
Even if they just put a cover on
Why
it.
not?
I hate
because
that
he's a normal-sized dude.
Yeah.
So...
But I hate that little gap in the shuttle mode where you can see all his kibbles and bits, and it's like, fix that, please. But no, we need a caboose or whatever.
We need a caboose. He's the best part of Red vs. Blue.
I am the best.
Leader 86 Snarl.
So people were arguing with me that this is not going to be a package refresh because it doesn't say PR. Dude, why would they remold 86 Snarl out of fucking
I have one thought. New head.
Okay. But why?
Because the 86 Snarl head is definitely not quite what they were like. Like they took a swing at like their own kind of like identity for the head, but it's definitely a bit different than every other version of the character ever.
I mean, maybe, but
was he
seems
in
like
Robot
kind of
Mode
out of
in the
nowhere.
movie?
I don't know.
Because if he wasn't, I don't think they would care for 86 putting him in there. But I mean, it's gonna be a brand new mold. Why fucking Snarl out of everything? It just
I
doesn't
mean,
make
Grimlock's
sense.
getting a repack. I'm assuming they're just gonna repack all the Dinobots.
That'd be nice. I mean, they're repacking the Grimlock, so
yeah.
Who has been a long time in coming. People have been desperate for that fucking since like 2020.
But here's my problem with it. We're gonna repack all the 86 Dinobots. Can we get the fucking Scorn, the fucking Dinobots from the Age of Extinction? We had Grimlock and that re-released, and still nothing.
I don't know why they haven't done that. Like Scorn and Strafe are interesting,
Scorn,
at
Strafe,
least.
And Slug, I think.
I don't love. I mean, I really like Scorn because he's a Spinosaurus, but
I
don't love any of them. But...
Yes, please. I want them to do a Snarl that's the Age of Extinction concept Snarl over re-releasing this again.
And then finally for the Studio Series leaks, we have the Leader Class TF5 Nemesis Prime, which I think we might have already known about before this.
Well, yeah. The reason why I think it has the slot for the sword to start with is because he has a different sword blade thing that comes out of his arm. So.
Yeah, it's just going to be a repaint of that new TF5 for Optimus Prime.
Yeah, people are saying,
some red
it's
shit
gonna
on
be
his face.
the black and copper deco, like one of the toys, or the bluish deco. It's like, no, it's gonna be the movie deco. Why would they do that? Oh, they would never re-release it. Look at the Dead 2-packs. I'm sure they're fine.
I don't know. But yeah, that's our Studio Series lineup for probably the next year, and that's pretty cool. Cool stuff. Some interesting stuff. Kranix is interesting.
Yeah.
TFI Barricade. That's cool. But moving on, we do also have Age of the Primes leaks. Even more.
Another thing I wanted to say: where's the War for Cybertron stuff? I missed that. Bring more.
Yeah, War for Cybertron dead in the water for the next year, at least it seems.
Warpath.
I don't know what's going on. Warpath, yeah. There's a lot of cool characters they could put.
Warpath.
Deluxe Blastoff. I mean, kind of obvious, right?
That was listed before. Yeah.
Okay, and then here's something I'm pretty sure is new: Quick Strike. Deluxe Quick Strike.
Okay.
He is a Fusor, correct?
Yeah.
Yes.
Quick Strike. He is. As a kid, I thought like he's a secondary Cheetor, like full on. He is 100% a secondary Cheetor. And as a kid, I thought that Quick Strike was fucking cool, and I thought he was like tough and scary. And then as an adult, I no. Like his thing is that he is supposed to be fucking worthless.
But he has a cool design. I love it.
He's a scorpion with a cobra for a tail. That's pretty sick, man.
Well, that's why
I mean, looks alone, he's kind of killer.
Yeah. I mean, we got Silverbolt. It's about time we got Quick Strike. They got most of the main cast. Come on.
Yeah.
Just here's the question: when Depth Charge? When Rampage?
Rampage and Depth Charge is, certainly needed. Especially with some of the repaints they could do, like the Universe Depth Charge. I would love that.
I assume they're coming in the future. Like, I think they're just doing things piecemeal now, trying to slot stuff into every, freaking continuity they can.
I mean, with one of these listings, they should do the Depth Charge in Universe colors, but I'll talk about that later.
Mm-hmm. Next up, we have Deluxe Smokescreen.
Oh, God, this one.
What about it? What's bad? I don't know the lore.
So, people are saying that it's going to be the G1 because it doesn't list any continuity, but it doesn't do that for Quick Strike.
I would assume.
It doesn't even say Constructicon Blastoff.
It could be a Prime one.
People are saying Prime, which would be kind of cool, but I don't think they're going to go that route. I think it's going to be Armada. And before anyone argues,
maybe.
Well, it doesn't say Armada. If you look at the box for Red Alert, it doesn't say Armada Red Alert. It says Autobot Red Alert. So, I'm sure it'll be fine.
Yeah, that's interesting. I mean, is there a recent G1 Smokescreen? I'm kind of under the assumption it is G1 Smokescreen.
There is a recent one. There is several recent G1 Smokescreens.
Mm-hmm. Siege as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I don't know. I kind of agree with the thought that if there's not a thing, then it's probably G1.
There's not a thing, then it's a thing.
Wouldn't say for
Quick Strike doesn't say. Doesn't even say
Quick Strike doesn't say anything because
it's Quick Strike.
It's Beast Wars. Like there's only one Quick Strike to speak of.
No, there's
that would be my
few,
thought
actually.
process. Oh really? Okay, my bad.
There's one that literally anyone cares about. There's like several smoke screens that people do give a shit about.
Yeah. I'm just saying, I think it's going to be Armada because I just don't think there's enough distinction or want for a G1 or a Prime one. I know people will be like, oh, I love Prime, but it's like, do we need it?
I will say that he is the best part of Prime.
Yeah, there's a Beast Machines Quick Strike that looks stupid with his
they're
face.
gonna make Beast Machines Quick Strike. Okay, up next, Deluxe Power Glide. I'm excited for that. I like Power Glide.
Yes,
it's
about damn time.
Yeah, it's been a while.
It's like a decade after the last one.
He's been waiting for a hot minute.
Mm-hmm.
And we also have Swerve coming up, Deluxe Swerve.
Oh, the Gears remold.
So they're filling out, all these G1 guys. After that, Deluxe Animated Ratchet. trying to. Is that the last Autobot for animated they need? No, they need to do an animated bulkhead.
They do,
I will not accept
but
that Prime bulkhead.
if you look at some of the components on the Prime Universe bulkhead, it seems inspired by both. So it could go either way.
I don't care. It says Prime Universe. It's not animated bulkhead.
Wow, if you throw out the box, what happens next? You don't care. But
yeah, what are you? A frenzy is red, or sorry, yeah, no.
Okay. Excuse me for saying that. Well, you were freaking out saying there's no G1 next to smokescreen, so it could be any smokescreen. I don't accept it as freaking bulkhead.
I wasn't the one who said that.
I don't accept it as anime. I'm not talking to you, buddy. I'm talking to the other guy.
What? I didn't argue.
Yeah, you fucking did.
I like how I'm the one who says something, and then you're like, "Oh!"
No,
and you have like
anymore.
You just turn and you punch the person next to me.
Yeah, I'm going after everybody, man. I don't even care.
He's swinging. He's just flailing his arms, having a tantrum.
Okay, animated Ratchet.
You know what? Why don't you go draw the dinosaur, the Spinosaurus? Go draw we got crayons. You could draw that.
That would be fun.
Animated Ratchet, I'm sure is going to be a remold of something. I don't know what, but fine, sure. Animated, hey, give us Lugnut.
In my mind, they need to keep the gut gimmick of the original, where the front kind of folds in a little bit to give him that gut.
Now, if it is a new mold, let's just say, for argument's sake, let's say they finally do one. Do you think they'll do a animated universe Ironhide? Because I think they could.
Yeah. If they make him, I would expect them to remold him into a Cybertronian version and then do a Cybertronian Ironhide. That is what I would expect at this point from them.
I actually love that original figure. I think that's cool.
Yeah, and I had the original Ratchet as a kid. I loved that figure. Deluxe Prime Cliffjumper looks like he's just getting a re-release by himself.
Fine, whatever. I guess.
I wanted him. I didn't want that 4-pack, so I'm happy about that.
I got the 4-pack. I'm glad because I get squeeze play. So
yeah, then go for that.
Squeeze play, the most sexual of all the Transformers.
Next up, we have some Voyagers. Voyager Amalgamous Prime.
There you go.
Good boy.
Which is the one that starts like the transforming thing, I guess, in the lore. I'm kind of interested to see what they're gonna do with him.
I am so confused by that because if you look at the art that they did of Amalgamous Prime, he's supposed to be like 30 foot tall. Like, why is he a deluxe?
Yeah, I don't get that.
He's
Some
a
of
Voyager.
The scaling in this is weird.
No, you just said deluxe. And other people said deluxe.
Voyager.
I swear to God, you
It's
just
a
said
Voyager. Are you watching my stream on Discord?
No, fuck you.
No.
God damn it! Watch the fucking stream.
No. You're saying words. You say words. I can hear words.
Look with your
Okay,
special
you
eyes,
hear words
my
wrong all the
friend.
fucking time, and I'm tired of you acting like you never hear anything wrong. Everything you hear in your mind,
You
is
hear never
perfectly
hear
correct.
anything
You sound
wrong.
like
You're
a
never wrong all the
fucking time.
You sound like
Never
a
wrong.
fucking couple trying to have a discussion. You never listen
He
to
is
me.
a goddamn Voyager. Who knows what he'll look like? I don't know. He sounds I was reading his description earlier on TF Wiki, and he just seems in the Covenant of Primus lore. He seems like just a bunch of
domestic assault.
wire and string that transforms into whatever.
I
So
think
I
that
don't
he's
fucking know.
probably going to suck. Like, it's it's Amalgamous. He doesn't turn into anything specific. So
Apparently, the thing is, his body keeps changing. So
Yeah, it's like an ever-changing sort of guy. So, like, how do you turn that into just a normal
if
toy?
it is,
Like, what does he turn into?
if it is based on
Your mom.
TF1, then I'm happy with that.
Yeah, I feel like if they go anywhere, they'll go TF1.
they better.
So after that, it's Brawl, Voyager Brawl.
I'm so confused by this.
Did you say you said Sprawl Voyager Brawl?
That it's not Brian. Did you hear me say that?
I like to think that you said sprawl, so I'm going with
Fuck you, man. Fuck you both. Voyager Brawl. God damn it. Why are you confused by it, Brian?
Because if you're going by the tradition of all the limbs, I feel like it should have been a deluxe. And then also, apparently we had a listing previously for Swindle. He's a deluxe. So
My host
Is Brawl a foot?
Yes.
Yeah, use a
my
leg.
my hope is
Okay.
that this means that like the combiner skeleton is just going to be the arms, and that like the legs are actually left the fuck alone, and that the legs can just be the legs.
Yeah, that's
Or-
possible.
you
I'm
could come
thinking
with
it's
feet,
probably
I
got a
don't know.
ratchet for a foot tilt, like a.
Or watch, it fucking comes with a parts forming piece, and that's why it's a fucking Voyager.
Yeah, comes
That's
with the
a
entire
possibility.
trailer.
After him, we have Voyager animated Wreck-Gar, which is a pleasant surprise.
Hell
Wasn't
yeah.
expecting that.
I don't
Love that
feel like it's
character.
going to be a remake. of
I am
Trashmaster.
Wreck-Gar.
I'm
None of the
Wreck-Gar.
animated
I'm
I'm only good for one thing. Garbage!
Yeah.
Weird Al fucking rules.
Yeah, none of the animated guys have been remolds so far, have they? Like, I think they've all been unique molds.
Lockdown,
so I'm
technically.
I do not count that Lockdown. He's called Star Raiders Lockdown, and he doesn't look like animated Lockdown. I know I was being prissy about it earlier. Is that a slur to say that?
No.
Yes, sure.
Prissy?
Why not?
Okay.
You're being.
No.
I don't know. Some just words become slurs, and I don't realize.
No, words
and I
do
just
not
don't
become
wanna say-
slurs.
No,
Words-
people
It
start
just,
considering
it just
them slurs.
happens that I
not how that
happen to
works.
say a
It just
slur
happens,
in a
man. It just
restaurant.
freaking happens.
You can't blame me, officer.
But animated Wreck-Gar, I am expecting him to be a new mold. I don't think that.
I don't think it's going to be Trashmaster because it is
Yeah,
apart.
yeah.
Although, if you watch animated, the end of one of the episodes, I guess that kind of makes sense. But I don't know. With all
He's just.
the change,
Well, they would have to reshape him so much. I don't.
yeah,
think so.
I get that. They reshape a lot of the animated and Prime characters, but I feel like if you're going to make Trashmaster into Wreck-Gar, it's just making Trashmaster again. And also, I feel like that would have been better for Rescue Bot Salvage.
I'm gonna have to agree with you because I don't know who that is.
I'll just say, just nod and wave.
Here is something very interesting to me. Voyager Armada Sideways.
Yes!
Sideways turns into a bike.
Yeah, but he has
So,
two guys that would
He does
drive
have
him.
2 minicons, so it must come with a minicons, right?
Well, it's necessary for this one because it forms the helmet. You know,
Yeah.
It's kind of I kind of understand why some of the other characters don't have minicons because either whatever budget or you can add them later. You can add the old ones. But for Sideways, it's the helmet, it's the head. It's kind of
Here's the question. Are they going to retool the animated Prowl for this? Because the animated
I
Prowl
hope
is
not.
so blatantly like designed to be sideways in the first place.
I'm kind of hoping not, but if it is, whatever, not a big deal.
They're similar, yeah. I was thinking, so I didn't realize this was a Voyager when I first heard about it. I was assuming they were just gonna do like pre-molded alternate heads that you could just slip into like his default head, and it would maybe change the faction or something.
I feel
But
like
him being a Voyager does make me think that there will be actual real life minicons,
So
which is exciting.
original set, it had 2
Yeah.
minicons, of course.
I own
That
it.
would be Autobot and Decepticon. I'm just giving context. Autobot and
Sure.
Decepticon. And they would have their own robot modes, but then you can combine them to be the driver of the vehicle.
Yeah,
So
mirror.
I'm curious to see if they'll keep the separate robot modes or if they're just going to connect and form the driver.
I would be fine if they just formed the driver and formed the heads, because the robot modes for those original minicons leave a lot to be desired
Oh,
in terms of minicon robot modes.
Is
Yeah.
if they do make an animated version of Bulkhead, they bring out the Headmaster guy and you're able to swap it with Sideways.
I blanked when you said all of that.
The animated Bulkhead we were talking about earlier,
Animated Bulkhead. Okay, yeah.
and they brought in the Headmaster from animated,
Right,
and
yeah,
you can
Headmaster.
swap that with Sideways.
Uh-huh. Oh, yeah, that would be fun. I don't know if they would do that, but
Oh,
it'd be cool.
fuck.
I like
It'd be
how
cool to get
obviously
a
you're-
transforming Headmaster.
I like how obviously you're faking following along.
No, I heard him the second time.
Totally.
I didn't hear the first time.
Like, yeah,
he's
yeah,
saying
totally. Oh, yeah.
he's saying
yeah.
that they should do a Headmaster unit that could go on Armada sideways
Yeah,
as well as animated bulkhead. I
Yeah.
heard every single word.
Until I realized that
bitch.
Titan's Returns exist, so...
Okay. Prime Voyager... Voyager Nexus Prime.
Why? Why is he a Voyager? Come on.
Here's my game theory. I think he is going to form some sort of skeleton, and then you can just attach combining characters to him. Mix and match style. That is my theory
be like
right
the
now.
Combiner Wars Voyagers from...
You know what'd be hilarious
Yes,
is
essentially.
if he's literally just the if he's just the Menasor skeleton, that's all he is.
That's kind of what I'm thinking.
Oh, I thought you meant like the old Combiner Wars torsos, like the Silverbolt and the Alita 1.
I'm thinking an empty skeleton to put skeleton combiners in.
I have an idea.
What I would think they
How about
do.
we don't do that?
What's a better option?
And here's the
for
thing:
you?
Nexus Prime is
What I
actually
just
one of
said.
the Nexus Prime is one of the cooler like designs from the Covenant of Primus, and they're gonna fuck him up. You know they're gonna fuck him up.
Well, they're probably not going to follow bar for bar the Covenant of Primus.
No, but
Like,
Well, I mean,
haven't
they
the
did
whole
with a
time.
few of them. They did with a few of
A
them.
few of them, yeah.
Like, I mean, like, look. Am I in the right? Yeah. Okay. Actually, no. I want to just send it directly to you guys.
Loading.
Here you go. Look.
Loading.
There he is. He's like a fucking. He looks pretty sick. This is a sick design.
Yeah, I've seen.
What's his
He looks a
main-
lot like a Bayverse Transformer. I'm not
I
gonna
would
lie.
say he's definitely distinct from one.
What's his main torso? Heatwave or something?
Heatwave? I don't know.
Yeah, there was like a older toy. It was like a convention exclusive. They took a bunch of Energon toys and made it transparent red. The main torso was Heatwave, and they would combine to form Nexus Prime.
Cool.
It looks like the main torso is a an Onslaught retool.
Well, technically Barricade, but yes, Onslaught retool. Yeah.
But moving on.
No.
We'll see how that pans out, I guess. Leader, Big Convoy, which is the Optimus Prime that turns into the Mammoth. those
It's
who
more
don't
like
know.
an Ultra Magnus, but yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, he looks like Optimus Prime to me.
Ultra Mammoth. Yeah, it is.
He's called
Heatwave.
Convoy. Who knows what he'll actually be called? I kind of hope they just call him Big Convoy.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want Big Optimus Prime or whatever.
I still have the box for Magmatron. They actually didn't plan to do Big Mammoth when they teased it on the corner. Now they are.
Yeah. So.
By the way, you know how you
that doesn't make any
translate
sense.
you know how you like translate convoy into Japanese, like the not the actual like the Japanese meaning, but like how they say his name.
No.
Conboy.
Convoy, really?
Yeah, it's
like a B sound.
Yeah, B. They don't have V. In, Japanese does not have a V sound. The closest they have is B, so they kind of like underpronounce B. But it's
Yeah.
always written as conboy.
Who's my little convoy?
Yeah.
And next to him we have Universe Razor Claw, which is a repaint of Tigerhawk, right?
That's
Am
what
I
I was
crazy?
talking about earlier. Yeah, that was the universe repaint that they originally did back in the day for, Tigerhawk. So I'm thinking if they're going that far into universe repaints, I mean, they've done the Night Prowler and all these other guys. I mean, why not the one I said earlier? So
I actually remember this guy. I don't remember Tigerhawk, but I remember this guy.
black and
when I
purple
was a kid.
always looks good.
He's cool as fuck. I like that. I'll probably pick him up.
I'll pick
Yeah,
up
if you
a
don't have
few and call him-
Tigerhawk, fucking get this guy. Fucking Tigerhawk rules.
Yeah, I did miss Tigerhawk.
Get this guy and make him the leader of the Viacons, because black and purple.
He's the leader of the bunch. You know him well. He's finally back from the depths of hell.
Nice black cock.
Commander Class Onslaught. No surprise in my mind.
Wow, what a shock. I'm surprised. Here we go again.
He's probably going to include some sort of long trailer attachment.
Yeah.
Battle station or some
Which
shit.
is like the original toy, so.
Yeah. So yeah, Commander Onslaught, not a big surprise.
I'm curious
And
what
then
they
finally,
see with, or what they do with that trailer. Because you could do multiple things. You could have that as the base, but then there's also that combine mode with the Onslaught figure to where you have that ramp at the front of it, and it kind of makes like a battle base. So I'm curious if they kind of include that with this toy, but
I just assume they try and make as many dumbass base and and vehicle modes as possible.
And then everyone makes their own better base mode as well.
And finally, not finally, there's a couple more, but on this list, selects G2 Swoop and Sludge as a Pulse exclusive, I'm assuming.
So I thought that, this was already listed a while back. No, this is a different listing than we had, because we had selects G2, what was it, Snarl and Slug, which had the green and red repaints. But
never say that name again in front of me.
Well, that's what they're... Slag. There you go.
Yay.
You're welcome. Yay.
Slug. Fuck you.
Listen here, Slugger.
Listen here, Gen Alpha.
The Skibbity generation.
The Skibberation.
It's gonna be blue Swoop and Sludge. Skibberation. Are they blue? I don't know. I don't know any G2 Dino.
The Grimlock's blue, but the Snarl and Slag, I believe they went... you could get the variant that was either green or red. So I'm curious to see what they'll do with Swoop and Slag.
Okay, I'm watching your stream now. Are you happy?
Now you're watching it?
Yes.
Okay.
He got so bored he's looking at it.
Yeah, I got bored. And now I'm looking at what you want me to see.
2 more deluxes, Quintus Prime and Sure Shot.
I don't think Quintus Prime is a shock. Sure Shot. No. Which one's Sir Shot? Surf Shark. Which one's Surf Shark VPN?
Is the last headmaster we need for... Or no.
Yo, dude, when are you going to fucking secure us a goddamn ad read on this fucking goddamn podcast, motherfucker?
Yeah.
Oh, is that guy?
Shot is the last Target Master Autobot.
Yeah, hurry up, fucker.
We have Crosshairs, we have the point blank, whatever, and then there was this guy. But he's been listed so many times. Like there were.
How are we gonna pay for custom thumbnails if you don't fucking get us a sponsor, huh?
Yeah.
What do you want me to do? There's
delicious
no sponsor
no
that
brand
wants us,
soda that I can't show the logo of.
You know, one of the sponsorships I got offered, like I've never taken a sponsorship, but one of them was a fucking online casino that was like, yo, send your fans to me. We'll give you $4,000 a video that you do this on. I was like, fuck you, suck a dick. I'm not sending my fans to a fucking casino.
Let's go gambling.
Let's go gambling.
Let's do one of those gambling podcasts. That apparently actually.
Well, we're already talking about crypto and tariffs, so might as well.
Woo! Yeah, let's fucking ruin our reputations.
I love crypto and tariffs.
Yay! My favorite activities are crypto and tariffs. Yay!
I joined the fucking stream and then you closed it immediately. You son of a bitch!
That is our stream portion. What the fuck am I saying? That is our news portion of the episode. Now I have a little game for you two. It's actually a throwback to one of our classic games.
Oh no.
Smash or Pass.
Oh fuck.
And people have been asking this one for a while. Not this one specifically, but I've gathered 13 Smash or Pass.
Oh shut up! It's just the 13 primes.
Oh no!
Yeah.
Dumbass.
And he was just showing you the fucking the Nexus Prime like you didn't know what it was. You knew the whole time, didn't you?
Yeah, I had that photo is in this folder. I'm showing you guys.
Pass. Okay. Pass. They're all robots. Fuck you.
Okay, me and Brian are gonna play the game now and actually do the podcast. Prima Prime,
no.
Warrior of Light.
Go fuck him.
You know, good guy.
Go fuck him in a bad way, not like in a sexual.
He's got the cool sword.
No, he doesn't.
He does have a cool sword.
That is not a cool sword.
Right there in his.
I want to point out to you that literally like 30% of the blade can't hit someone because it has a fucking like bracket in front of it.
Bro, it's a fucking picture, man.
It's not a cool sword.
Can you just like something? Can you just look at it and be like, that's cool? I mean, do you have to think about the practical applications every time? Maybe it fucking transforms and it removes a hilt or what the fuck ever. Like,
no!
What, Brian?
I'm going to say pass. He's too white.
Oh, by the way, I keep thinking this, Brian. Don't you think that Prime Star Saber looks like the weapons the Toa Hordika use in that one era of Bionicle?
Oh, you know what? Now that you mention it, no.
Okay, man. Fuck you.
I think you're thinking of the Toa.
I tried to connect with you.
I think you're thinking of the Toa in Nika, not Hordika. Hordika were the monster
I am not thinking.
Ones.
I know. I'm thinking of them. They had these weapons that have like these little bases and then elements coming out. I'm thinking of Vakama's weapon, the fire sort of sword, where it's like a metal thing and then fire's coming up out of it. Okay, I just thought you would get that.
You know what? Now that you mentioned no,
man, fuck you. Vector Prime.
Too old.
No.
He can love you in any universe, though.
He's an old man. He's an ugly
Who
old
says
man.
I want to love him in any universe?
Yeah.
He's not ugly. Look at him. He's like golden. He's got a cool sword. He's got oh, I didn't say if I smash or pass Prime of Prime. Pass.
He's not
Vector
Hot Rod.
Prime.
Vector Prime.
You're
going
gonna pass on this one too. He's not Hot Rod.
He's like fucking a grandfather clock. I'm not doing that.
I do agree.
You want to get your dick stuck in a
appeals
grandfather
a little too. No. He just seems a little bit too old for me. I
What are
agree
your
with that.
activities?
I just feel like he would be a very nice partner. But pass, because we're not ranking partners. Also an old man, Alpha Trion. I kind of like this design for him.
I mean, it's definitely an interesting design for him. Pass.
Yeah, pass.
Wow.
I like the little quill.
Look, we're ageist over here.
Yeah, a little bit. I'm not gonna lie.
I bite down on the beard, but pass.
It does look like Taffy a little bit. Why does this beard look like Taffy?
When you like you saying that, maybe just think, choke down that beard, boy.
Okay, you thought of that, not me.
I mean, like you put it in my
I like
brain.
how he's trying to avoid doing the smash and pass, and yet he said the creepiest thing.
For real. Yeah, those intrusive thoughts are always gonna win with you, Perspective.
Yeah.
Solus Prime.
Sure.
You know,
I guess
She looks like a zombie.
She could make you. I don't like this.
No,
look
you know what
for
she
her.
looks like? She looks like. Do you remember I think it was the 2007 Ninja Turtles animated movie. She looks like one of those monsters.
I never, ever watched that. I was like, why would I? This looks
It's
like
just
shit.
called TMNT, right?
Yeah.
That one? Yeah, I watched it, but I do not remember that at
Nobody does.
Nobody does. Nobody wants to. If you try, everyone screams.
It's past for me. She's Megatronus's girl, you know.
You don't want
Would not
Megatronus'
wanna-
sloppy seconds. You want his sloppy firsts.
We'll get to him when we get to him. But, you know, as you know, just pointing out some positives about her, she could make you stuff. She could make you, you know, like a very powerful cannon. That, you might accidentally kill her with.
What you were saying,
it's possible.
What you were saying right now is that you don't want to date her for her. You want to date her for like her money.
Yeah.
You know, maybe I could be a sugar baby. I could be a sugar baby. My Cronus Prime.
Pass.
Short.
He looks
short
like
and sweet.
He looks like a ninja.
Sabrina
there.
Carpenter. He does look like a ninja. I don't know what he's doing in this ball. He's just listeners. He's just like a green dude in a ball.
I'm gonna say
I
pass
just had the
because we have
worst
to get
thought.
past the ball, and I'm not.
I just had the worst thought.
What is it? Please.
Well, he's
Micronus.
He's Micronus, right? So he's tiny.
Yeah.
So that's an anal bead that he's inside of.
Yeah, but at the same time, it's one of those electric ones that you put your hand over and it goes, and your hair starts going up.
Yeah, no, here's the thing. He's the power source for that. So, like, he goes inside of the anal bead and he turns it into that thing. So.
And you start to hear.
It's gonna be a pass for me.
Yeah, pass. Hard pass.
Oh God, which one is this? Alchemist
That's
Prime.
Alchemist. He looks like one of the fucking monsters from the really
Bro looks like me.
He looks like the really shitty what's the 57?
57. What are you talking about?
Overwatch?
Monsters.
Overwatch?
No. Brain
More,
Network. Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy.
Oh my God, I would never.
He looks like he looks like the monsters from Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. The shitty live action movie adaptation that no one likes.
He looks like something from Troll Hunters.
Yeah, he does look like he's from a bad Pixar movie, or sorry, bad DreamWorks movie. Pass. Nexus Prime. Yeah,
I mean, here's the thing.
Not see the Bayverse in this guy.
Here's the thing. Nexus Prime, absolute pass, but at the same time, I want to be his friend. Like, that dude looks like he's going to take me on adventures.
I think I might let him smash.
I might.
He's going to smash you into a bloody pulp.
Yeah. Thank God for that. What about you, Brian? Did you say?
I very conflicted.
Conflicted?
It really depends.
What's got you
on
conflicted?
What
what's the pros and cons?
The pros, he could combine with anything and be like, "Oh, I'm super slim. Look at me." Cons,
Pros, he can combine with your butthole.
cons. There you go.
Hit that Power Links port. Onyx Prime, bestiality is on the table.
He wants to fuck a horse. Pass.
Robot horse, though. Why are you saying smash?
Because he
so
looks
violently?
gorgeous. Very nice.
Brian Brony confirmed.
But here's the thing: it's Shockwave.
Oh, it's Shockwave.
And technically,
right?
if you're going by IDW, yes.
Yeah.
There you go. Now you caught on. I'm not a furry.
No, you're just
you're
that bodacious purple babe.
Shockwave furry. Like, what would a person who's only attracted to shockwaves in various forms?
I'll tell you what it is. Someone who's into boobs.
Sexual.
How are the tits on Blastwave? Were they big?
What? Are you talking about Shock Blast?
Shock Blast, that one.
Yeah, he's got tits.
Yeah.
That's like one of the main notable things of Shock Blast is that he has
got
Shockwave
tits, and then he's got the same tits on his back.
Ew.
I have the same issue.
Here's the thing, that gives him two tits, but at the same time it gives him like a setup for quad tit, which is horrible.
He could just rotate around we need to move on.
He rotates around like he just spins like a top and motorboats you to death.
Amalgamous Prime.
Pass.
This is what I was talking about earlier. This looks like
And I want to
Swamp
fuck a
Thing.
recycling bin.
He looks like Swamp Thing if he was born in a junkyard.
he kind of does look more like a Bayverse transformer.
Here's my thing. He's always changing. So
Yeah.
partway
that's
through,
true.
he's going to shift
Imagine
and it's
how
going
many
to
holes
hurt
he has.
real bad.
No. Bad, dumb Jake. I've said some fucked up shit. You just said the worst.
Yeah.
He's got
Go
to
in
have
the
like a
timeout
crazy
corner.
amount of holes.
You know what? No dog poop for you.
Shut up. Fuck you.
This is the podcast where it's revealed that dumb Jake eats dog poop all the time.
No, it is not.
Speaking
I
of
don't
sloppy
know.
seconds,
Quintus Prime.
Pass.
First word that comes to mind,
tentacles.
tentacles.
I was going to say first word that came to my mind was Independence Day.
Nah,
A little bit. He's kind of like a praying mantis vibe. Yeah, I'm gonna go smash on him.
Yeah.
You know, the opportunities seem endless with this guy.
Yeah.
You're fucking diseased.
And he's like the god of life or something, right? He has the Ember Stone, so you know we could.
So what you're
could
telling
make
me is that
love, make a child.
he can make you man preg.
Yeah, that is exactly what I was.
wow,
don't-
what a
I-
benefit.
I don't- if there's one fetish on this planet that I hate, it is MPEG.
Yeah.
All right, back to it.
Yeah.
Huck to it. Pass.
Liege Maximo.
Loki, pass.
Sure.
Kind of bad. I mean, I see the appeal of Loki and I see the appeal of him. So, he's got the collar, he's got a cool cape, he's got the horns.
Listen, I'm
like the only person on Earth not sold on Tom Hiddleston's Loki. Like, I don't dislike the character. It's just like, I'm not like, oh my god, the only person ever who can be Loki is Tom Hiddleston. Oh, it's so good.
I don't think that.
Look, I'm not into men. But
okay.
if it would be anyone, it'd be Tom Hiddleston. I'm just saying.
Okay. Thank you for clarifying.
Oh God, I have to go back out there because I have to get my dinner.
Right now? Is that what you're saying? Right now, you need to go do that? Is he answering the phone?
Fuck us.
Right. It's windy out there.
God damn it! This show fucking sucks.
Yeah, it's our show. Why do you think it would be
I know,
anything
but
other than
I don't know. I just thought we could be better.
I gotta go get dinner. I'll be right back. It will take like 5 minutes. Cry about it,
Jeez.
bitch.
I will cry about it, you fucking asshole.
Just keep going.
Okay, yeah, no, good idea. We're at the end of the podcast. We should keep going.
Considering the fact that he hasn't answered whether or not pass or smash.
I think he said, like, maybe. Like, we can't do this with just me and you, because you're just going to say no, fuck you, and I'm going to have to, like, whatever.
Here's the thing, is I'm going to say no, fuck you, and then you're going to be like, yeah, no, these designs all suck. I'm going to say no on this one, too, because they all suck.
Megatronus Prime.
No. Fucking no. He looks like a fucking goblin mixed with a dwarf.
Yeah. I don't dig his vibe in particular. He's got the Requiem blaster. That's cool.
He has the rectum blaster, you say?
God, I got in so much I didn't get in trouble. I just got like the most annoying amount of comments because I have always pronounced Requiem as Requiem, hard E. And I guess that is the wrong way to say it.
Indeed, I don't know how you ever came to that conclusion.
I just have a habit of like saying like the harder versions of letters. Like synapse. I say synapse when it should be synapse.
I have a friend who is who like legitimately, even to this day, that like struggles saying melee correctly. He always goes melee. It's like
I hate melee people, bruh. I hate melee.
It's like, so mealy. It tastes mealy.
And back in the day, people were just saying whatever because everyone wasn't using the internet yet, so we didn't all know that it was melee. So like some guy would say melee, and I'd be like, okay, I guess that's probably how you say it. I don't know. I've never seen.
What,
that
you never played
before.
Godzilla Destroy All Monsters Melee? That game fucking ruled.
No, I did not play that. Well, doesn't it say Super Smash Brothers Melee in the game?
Indeed.
Like, at what point do you decide it's melee? Is my question.
The point where you're wrong and you're done.
The 13 Prime. This guy. I don't know.
I don't want to fuck Light. Light sounds like it would burn my dick.
Yeah, it might hurt to have sex with him, but I think I might go for it. In some universes, I mean, in every universe, question
the brain
mark,
rot
he's
is real.
Optimus.
No.
Am I wrong? Like, some universes, though, he's Optimus.
I absolutely cannot despise the concept of Optimus Prime as an actual Prime more. I truly fucking hate it. It is such a fucking... It is such a nerd move to be like, the guy that I like who's super cool, he's actually God. He's super powerful and he's so good because it's just his nature. It's like, no, Optimus Prime should be a dude who struggles. He should be a normal dude who is incredibly good because he has like that like ironclad moral and because he is he strives for it. Not because he's the god of goodness. That's bullshit.
Yeah, I gotta agree. I think so. I don't like the whole chosen one aspect of it. I think it's lame.
Yeah,
I think it's an interesting idea that he like goes he like goes to the Well of Allsparks and he becomes Orion Pax, but I don't think it's that interesting, and it's certainly not worth like that being the main canon. But I don't know. I also fall on the side of not really liking it that much. We do have some listener questions, so I'm just gonna start with those, and hopefully Brian comes back. This is a good one for us, though. Perspective. William V888 asks, if Optimus Prime was a D&D character, what class would he be?
If Optimus Prime was a D&D character, he would be a paladin.
I was immediately thinking paladin.
Paladin or fighter, like obviously, like Paladin has like a lot of like magic, and like Optimus definitely doesn't have healing, but Optimus does have those fucking defying smites. And then he's got he's just got the major good guy energy. Yeah, the
lawful good or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, he kind of does have magic though in the Skybound comic, like his Matrix can like heal people and
his
stuff.
Matrix can eat humans.
It does. I mean, yeah, it does do that too. But welcome back, Brian. Are your headphones in? Are you?
Yes.
We're doing listener questions now. Would you smash Megatronus Prime?
Depends on what form.
The one that looks like a goblin mixed with a dwarf.
Then
yeah,
no.
that one. Oh, okay. Would you smash the 13th Prime?
I don't even remember what he looks like.
He just looks like Alien X from Ben 10.
Oh, then
like,
no.
I don't know. Okay, we're doing listener questions
here's a
now.
Cat. There, you want a kitten?
Brian, what class would Optimus Prime be in D&D?
Bro, he doesn't know.
He would be the big cat.
Yeah, okay. Exactly what I expected. Emerald asked, Hasbro has contacted you to write a new Transformers media. What is it? Game, comic, movie, series? And what is it about?
Series, and my like the one that I've been thinking of for years that I really want to do is it's about the Autobots and Decepticons who were left behind on Cybertron during G1 when the Autobots went to Earth.
That's good. That's a cool idea. Skybound is touching on that a bunch in their
yeah, it's frustrating to see like all of the ideas that I have for years like slowly actually just happen, and other people beat me to it. It's like, fuck you, this was my idea, I was going to do this.
They must have stolen it from me. They must have gotten the hard drive. For me, I've been cooking in my head a comic series that takes place far in the future of Cybertron, so far that like humans are extinct.
So Beast Wars.
And it's kind of just like not Beast Wars, just like alternate history where Beast Wars doesn't happen, I guess.
Here's the thing, Beast Wars can still happen because in Beast Wars, everyone on Cybertron is still like they still turn into cars and planes and whatnot. They only turn into beasts in Beast Wars on the planet they're on.
I'm just saying there's no assumption this would follow hardcore G1 canon.
Fuck you.
In my mind, it would just be its own thing that kind of bases itself off G1. But it'd be a comic series and it'd take place in the far future, and it'd feature mostly new characters, because I just want new characters. I want new ideas in the series, so that's what I would write. What about you, Brian?
A ragtag team of Decepticons who do really just terrible work are joined together, and they have to do adventures, and it's space, and they go.
So basically, what you're telling me is that you want to make a comment about the Scavengers.
Basically.
It sounds like you're describing Kean Carlisle's Combaticons cartoon to me.
Basically, but I want it to be I want it to be a full series. I like the idea. Of it. It's fun sometimes. So.
Yeah, you sound far away to me now. I don't know.
I'm leaning back right now.
He's eating. He's stuffing his craw.
You know that,
but not with poop audio. Like you.
Is this better? Do you like this? Are you happy now?
An overcorrection is not better. Incinerator 444 asks, "What are your favorite obscure Transformers characters?"
Dinobot.
Is that really
Dinobot.
Yeah, totally obscure.
That is not obscure. That is not obscure.
He's so
I mean, in
obscure.
the grand scope, it's kind of obscure to like a normie, but Bugbite. I like Bugbite. He's he was originally a GoBot, but he's been turned into like this white repaint of Bumblebee, and he sometimes has like these tribal tattoos, which I think is funny.
Here's
Just
my
like
question.
an edgy Bumblebee clone.
Here's my question: would it be obscure to like even Transformers fans? Are we talking, or are we like, or are we talking like obscure to Johnny Normie off the street who doesn't know like fucking who Prowl is?
Being as this is a Transformers podcast, I would assume obscure to Transformers fans.
That's a fucking hard one because Transformers fans can be very hardcore. So like, you're looking at like
sure, but
the mid tier of obscure to like obscure
there
to
was
the
a
mid tier
whole-
fan.
there was a whole
I'll just say
controversy on
mine,
Twitter
Universe
recently.
Ramjet, I really like.
I feel like this is not the first time you've mentioned him.
It's not. I like Universe Ramjet. I'm sorry.
Oh, obviously that like my favorite is going to be that glove that Brian loves,
the Bots glove.
that Brian wants to suck his dick.
Right, yeah, I remember that.
Lick the balls and taints.
Grab the balls, firmly grasp it.
Like have the fingers like grab the nuts and then have like the open face panel just go down over the dick.
But there was this whole controversy on Twitter recently.
This is
about
the most
Flame
sexual
War.
podcast we've ever had.
More than the first Smasher Pass?
By far.
That one was alright. Okay, well, there was this whole controversy on Twitter about Flame War. The writer of the current Transformers comic book doesn't know who Flame War is, and I'd say like Flame War tier is like a normal character not to know. Yes, there are plenty of hardcore fans that know who
Javelin.
Flame War is.
Javelin, then.
Javelin, okay, that's a good one. From that 2-pack, that's the only reason I know the character. But
she's just in IDW 2.0. She's like not from anything else, and she is this just kind of like Autobot hard case SWAT officer.
Yeah, sounds cool. I like the name Javelin as well. And Lord Skywarp asks, favorite Age of the Primes figures so far?
I have none of them.
Red Alert.
Yeah. Red Alert.
Really
I watched your review. He looks so good.
He is very good.
Mine has to be Megatronus. Just awesome robot mode. I even like the tank mode, and I am not a fan of tank modes. I love the flame effects he has. Like, just they cooked on him, and I really like him. Brian, like from afar, what's like your most anticipated Age of the Primes figure?
I really like how Vortex looks.
Okay, Vortex.
I
Vortex
that.
does look amazing.
Sideways. I'm excited for.
Sideways?
Yeah,
like Armada Sideways?
No, it's
Wide Says.
What Sideways? Am I stupid?
Cybertron, I said it like 3 times.
Oh, okay, sorry. I can't hear you. You're probably a little bit too far from the mic.
We can't hear
Cybertron,
you.
there
Stuffing
you
your
go.
craw with Chinese food.
Could you like
Alright.
back up a little bit? I have a baby in the other room.
Yeah, thanks for watching the episode.
Fuck you.
Thanks for subscribing to the Patreon.
Next
and
week's
membership
episode, we're going to have Cleveland break out of prison. Lois died in the washer. And, oh no, Brian ate some chocolate. How is Peter going to resolve all this? That and Meg. Next week on Family Guy.
Actually, next week on Family Guy, we're going to have Diamond Bolt on the podcast. Next main episode, Diamond Bolt. He locked in with me.
Yay.
So he's going to show up. It's going to be like 9 a.m. for him. It's going to be epic.
Who is that?
I mean, it's
I
like
don't
9
know.
a.m.
Just
for
a
me
small
right now.
YouTuber. What? Oh, because you're...
Yeah,
Crazy.
I woke up an hour ago.
Yeah, okay, crazy person. You and Diamond Bolt will be on very similar ground.
Bye.
But yeah, bye. Bye.